All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Sean Raw, host of the Bell to the Books YouTube channel. And today we're going to be going over my NBA game picks and predictions for the current slate for today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First game up, we got the Orlando Magic at the Charlotte Hornets. This game is being played at 7 p.m. EST. Magic are currently favored by 3.5 points over under 239.5. Quick things to look at. Brandon Miller has been ruled out for this game. Honestly, I really don't care about him being ruled out this game. I don't see how you take the Magic at 3.5 on the road. What has the Magic shown you, ATS, that they are to be trusted? No chance. Granted, I know the Orlando Magic have the better roster. I'm fully aware. And yes, all the hype surrounding the Magic, I had the Magic top 3 finish in the East. Honestly, probably in some scenarios, my 1 seed in the East. They have been very underwhelming this season, especially defensively. Stepping back from last year, how they were so good defensively. But this year, I don't know what's going on with the Magic here. They have really been struggling with their lineup and their chemistry. But I think here, they shouldn't be laying 3.5 against a decent Hornets squad that's playing some inspired basketball right now. Especially since it's so early in the season to where, like, they're not tanking. And, like, people, like, they don't know that they're bad yet. But I think this is a perfect spot to grab the 3.5 points with the Hornets. Honestly, Hornets may win this game outright. I'm not ready to bet them outright, but I will for sure be betting the Charlotte Hornets plus the 3.5 at the crib here. It's just the Orlando Magic right now cannot be trusted until further notice. They are on the do not bet list right now. So fame me if you want. I just don't see how you can trust Orlando in this spot laying multiple possessions on the road against a good Charlotte Hornets team. So Charlotte Hornets plus 3.5 are nothing for me. I probably will bet the 3.5 with the Hornets. Next game up, we have the Golden State Warriors at the Milwaukee Bucks. Game's at 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Current line right now, Warriors are favored by 3 points on the road, over under 231.5. Quick updates for this game. Giannis is probable for this game, so he will suit up. And on the Warriors side of things, Moses Moody is a game time decision. I would definitely keep a lookout for the injury report for this game because Moses Moody is a key part of that second unit when, you have those non-Curry minutes. So I would really take a look at that. For this game, I'm not in love with it. I'm really not going to bet this game, honestly. If I had to bet this game, it's probably going to be the Bucks plus 3 and also take a shot at the Milwaukee Bucks on the money line. I like to bet Golden State at home. I know Golden State has the better roster here, but the Bucks just play different in the Pfizer Forum. They do. You just saw what they just did to the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks came in for about 2.5 points. And granted, the Knicks are good as well. I mean, I thought that it was a good Buck spot. And the Bucks showed, hey, you're not going to come in here favored and thinking that you're going to beat us. And I think the same thing happens to the Warriors. I mean, the Bucks just had to deal with Karl-Anthony Towns. The Warriors don't have that. They don't. At least someone that's as consistent as a Karl-Anthony Towns. They just don't have that. So I think it's going to get easier for the Bucks defensively against the Warriors. Now they're gonna have to guard that 3 ball. They are, no doubt. And they're gonna have to guard the paint. They're gonna have to rebound. But no one on that Warriors roster can guard Giannis. So Giannis is gonna get his. I think this is a really, really close game, but if you're gonna give me 3 points with the Bucks at home, I'm gonna take the Bucks. Bucks plus 3 if I was forced to bet it, and a stab at the Bucks money line tonight. Next game up, we got the Washington Wizards at the Oklahoma City Thunder. This game is at 8 o'clock p.m. EST at the Paycom Center. Thunder Currently 15.5-point favorites, over under 230.5. Some quick updates on the Thunder side of things. Chet Holmgren has been ruled out per ESPN. Big loss for them right there. And also Isaiah Joe is a game time decision. Keep an eye on that injury report for him. He is also a nice piece for that rotation for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They definitely need his services. But here, I am going to be taking a wild angle here. And this is something that I am going to bet. We're taking the Washington Wizards. First quarter plus 4.5. There's no shot I'm taking Washington full game minus 15.5. They can lose this game by 30. But I think attacking the Wizards in the first quarter is probably the best value here because, no Holmgren. What does that starting lineup look like for the Thunder? Even though it's going to be way better than it is for the Wizards, I just think that the Wizards show an inspired effort here, especially in the first quarter before they start dying down in the second half of the game. Listen, they just came off of a gritty loss, Washington, to the 76ers. I mean, if you're watching that game in the first half, Washington was blowing the doors off of them. And I had the Sixers all spread minus 1.5 against the Wizards. Thankfully, that game went into overtime, and the Sixers covered that. But the Wizards looked like the better team in the first half. And I'm not saying that the Sixers are the Thunder, no shot. But the Sixers were hot. They were playing really, really good basketball, and the Wizards just dominated them. So if I can get an effort like that on the road, I know it's tough. That's what makes this such a disgusting bet. But if I can get a inspired effort from the Wizards and them just not implode, I think the first quarter plus 4.5 is the way to go. I think the Thunder may have covered this line maybe once this season. Their previous game, they just played at home against the Sacramento Kings. They were down 5 in the first quarter. And I'm not saying that the Wizards are the Kings. No. But I just feel like 4.5 is too many points land in the first quarter. I think Washington comes here and shocks a lot of people in the first quarter. Like, hey, this Washington team came out to play tonight before they get spanked. So Washington first quarter plus 4.5. I will be putting this on my card tonight. And the final game of the day, we got the Miami Heat against my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs, at 8:30 p.m. EST. Spurs are currently favored by 6 points, over under 228.5. Quick updates on the Miami Heat side of things. Norman Powell is ruled out for this game, and Nikola Jovic is a game-time decision. So just keep a look at that. Definitely going to need Jovic to play in this game. If not, I can see the spread growing, honestly. And on the Spurs side of things, still no Luke Kornet, still no De'Aaron Fox, no Jeremy Sochan. I mean, things that we already knew. So you're really going to see another increased workload for Bismack Biyombo in that second unit. But I think here, yes, the Spurs are my favorite team. And yes, Jovic is a game-time decision. Just got to wait and see. Laying 6 at home, I think it's a little too early for that. The Heat have been playing really, really good basketball here. They've really been showing up a lot of teams, honestly. And one thing about the Heat is they can score. And when I mean they can score, I mean they just put up 144 on the damn Hornets. Holy crap. When I look at the Miami Heat, I look at, okay, what's the over-under? Probably take an under. I look at a defensive team. Now they have completely flipped the switch. They are straight offense. They can still play a little bit of defense, but straight offense. I mean, they are scoring at an unprecedented rate here. And Norman Powell is a big loss for them. Now, like I said, you just got to watch Jovic here, but I think Miami Heat plus the 6 is a good play. I think this is a close game. I think the Spurs win the game outright. But laying 6, I know we're at home. I just don't think that we're really ready for that. especially with the teams that we've played so far. I know we can only play who we're scheduled, but I just think it's a little too early to be laying 6 at home on a decent Miami Heat team. So honestly, if I was forced to play this game, I would probably lean Miami Heat +6. You might get a +6.5 on other books. And in terms of maybe a player prop here, Wembanyama over blocks, over 3.5. I mean, why not? I mean, he's swatting anything that comes his way. So, I mean, shoot. I feel like him to get 4 blocks over 4 quarters, shoot, why not? I mean, you can just blindly bet that. And I don't know, out of 4 games, I think he's hit over 3.5 blocks in 3 out of the 4. So I think it's a really good number. If you want to take a player prop of this game, Wembanyama over 3.5 blocks in terms of the side, lean Heat +6, +6.5 in this one. But that's going to do it today for my NBA picks and predictions. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment your picks and predictions. Whether you're fading me or whether you like them. Anyway, I like to hear your input. Like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm, gets these picks out to people that are looking for free picks. And just looking for further insight into these games that, I can provide for them. And they can also pair that with what they think on their own to help them make a wiser decision. So thanks for tuning in. This is Deshaun Ra, host of the Belt to the Books YouTube channel, and I'm out of here.